Today, we're going to be calling someone that wants to place their boyfriend to a loyalty test. As always, we're going to keep all sensitive information censored just in case somebody recognizes her and ends up telling her boyfriend, yo, you're about to be tested.
My boyfriend and I have been together for a couple months now, probably like 5 months. He's a male stripper. He's been working in the industry since before we started dating. I mean, I do trust him to a certain extent. Like, I don't want to doubt him, but with his line of work, he is like dancing on women all day. I know he gets like their Instagrams for business purposes. I know he texts them for business purposes. And I just want to see if he were put in a situation in which, you know, one of his customers were to want to have a relationship or like try something that wasn't in his business, if he would go all the way.
Got you.
Oh. So you want to test his loyalty via going straight through his line of work?
Yeah, because I mean, when we're out in public together, he doesn't seem like the type of person to do that. But when he's at work, I've only been to one of his shows. It's a completely different person from what I'm used to.
Okay.
Wow.
Did you know he was a male stripper before you guys got together and started dating?
No, I didn't. It was actually kind of a surprise. I actually didn't know. He told me he was a dancer, a choreographed dancer. So I thought he worked at like a studio or like, you know, just kind of did something else until like it kind of came out when we were around a couple of his friends and he was like, oh yeah, he does the Magic Mike stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like probably a month into us dating.
Wow. What did you think when you heard of that? Like, wait, he does the Magic Mike stuff? What did you think? What went through your mind?
Dude, I was like really surprised because I mean, I'm not one to judge. Like I worked at Twin Peaks for a while. So I was like, okay, like, you know, it's somewhat similar in a sense, but it just kind of threw me off because I was like, oh, you told me you're a dancer, but you didn't really get into the, into the Magic Mike part. So I was a little thrown off. I don't think he was trying to hide it. I think he was trying to figure out a way to
tell you,
bring it in, but it was like a month, like a little to a month in. So I was a little thrown back.
Yeah. Did you talk to him about it? Like,
we did have a conversation. I was just like, I wish you would have like told me in a different way than me finding out by your friends being like, oh, he does the Magic Mike stuff. And now I'm kind of sitting here and I'm all, you know, dumbfounded in front of everybody. And
yeah.
And can you explain a little bit about Twin Peaks just so you give the audience a little context of what you used to do?
Yeah, so Twin Peaks is kind of like similar to Hooters. It's like a restaurant is what we call it in the industry.
A restaurant.
I've never heard it like that before.
I was trying to sleep over it.
But that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
We ain't talking chicken
That's what we
breast.
call it.
We're not talking chicken breast.
Okay, so
So girl, cheeks out and then a little something out.
Breast
Yeah,
out.
you know, it's not too bad. It's a cute little costume. I'll put it that way. It's like
Okay.
a slutty little costume.
A
Okay.
slutty little costume? Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Slutty costume. Get your chicken wings and nachos.
Yeah.
so you no longer work there?
No, I don't. I'm just like a regular bartender now.
When did you stop working there? Once you got into a relationship with him?
Yeah, I've been stopped working there for about, it's been like a year now. I tried going back and then I just decided not to. But I was with the company for 3 years. So like I said, like I know about the industry, know what it's like to flirt for tips, but being a male stripper compared to being a waitress, like at a sports bar, completely different. I mean, he does private venues, he'll do shows, like he does bachelorettes, he has to go to hotels some night, you know.
Got you. And is this all his company? Like, does he do it independently? Like he'll go to private events, like just him by himself, or does he go usually with his company?
Like he runs his own company. It's called, and he has like his own like stripper friends that he has like hired to it. And like when he gets called out, he'll get called out sometimes at like 2 a.m. Like there was one time he got a call at 1 a.m. and they had him go to Austin to be there for a bachelorette by like 3.
1 a.m? That's crazy. Damn. But I guess
I guess
that's the industry, right?
That's the industry.
Yeah,
Gotta be
I mean-
on call ready.
Yeah, man. How long has he been doing that?
So he's been doing this since before we met. I think he's been doing it for about like a couple years, probably like 3 years now. He was working with a different company before he up and made this one, which is now his own. So with his own company, he kind of has a little bit of more leverage to do whatever he wants, to pick his private parties and what shows he's going to put on.
Got you. You mentioned in your submission that there's some things about his job that he doesn't share. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so I mean, like, he'll tell me, like, hey, I have a private party, you know, like this day. And I'll ask questions like, oh, what's it for? And he'll be like, oh, it's for nothing. Like, it's just a private party. I'd be like, oh, was it like a bachelorette? Or, you know, like, is it a wedding? Like, what's going on? Because I get so curious and I'm not really given those answers. And I don't know if it's because he knows I kind of have, like, a tendency to be a bit jealous, and I try to hide it, and I know he knows it kind of hurts my feelings at times. I do help with the show. I try my best to be like a good girlfriend and like take pictures of him when he's at a show, or, you know, but when it comes to his private events, he keeps them very low key.
And do you know how far he goes when he does these shows? Like, does he kiss or does he go fully nude or anything like that?
Yeah, what is he wearing?
It's like a Speedo type of...
So
Paint the picture for Daylon.
Pause.
So I've been to one of his shows, and it was like the most recent show he put out here. And I mean, he does like the grinding. He's not fully naked. It's like shirt off, but he has like the girls touch him, and he like, you know, does like a little dance on them. If you ever seen Magic Mike, it's exactly like that. You know, there's no kissing, but you know, after the shows, him and his friends will quote unquote like go out, or they'll go like straight back to their hotels and hang out. And like, I hate to sound like a jealous girlfriend, but sometimes I worry, like, what if he's with a customer?
No, as you should. Honestly, that's a big worry. And
I mean, he's
you're not
objectifying
wrong.
himself, so you're not wrong for thinking that way.
You don't even come off
yeah.
as jealous even. I mean, even me, that's your man.
I feel like
you want to
anybody
know.
that's in a relationship with somebody doing that, objectifying themselves, they're going to naturally worry, like, damn, what are they out there doing? Because that's actually crazy.
Yeah, so I've been in a pickle for the last couple of
Yeah.
months.
Are you as his girlfriend, are you okay with him dancing like this and doing these shows as long as he's loyal, or?
For me, yeah, like, I really don't mind. This is something he likes doing. He genuinely enjoys, like, making it a big thing and making it his own company. It's more just about, like, I'm not completely worried, but should I be worried? Is there something I should be noticing? Or, you know, when you're leaving these private parties so late and not getting home till like 5 a.m, like, is that normal? Am I being crazy, you know?
How long are his dances, do you know? Typically, I would assume like an hour.
So typical is 2 hours. That's his minimum. But like occasionally they will pay him more to do, like, just to kind of be there for an extra amount of time. As the girls get more drunk, they'll usually just spend more money and be like, oh, we want you to stay here and
For
take a couple
another
shots with us
hour,
for another
that's-
2 hours. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, take a couple shots.
Alcohol.
expected.
Yeah, he
involved.
does take shots on the job as well, which it's never been a problem because he doesn't really drink. But it does, you know, kind of concern me because he doesn't really drink, so he gets tipsy pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, lightweight.
he might be doing some things. For
Yeah, that's a
piece of
little-
change. As soon as he gets some alcohol in.
Yeah, I see your concern though, because if he goes for a job at 1 a.m., he dances for 2 hours. Let's just say the girl's paying for an extra hour, and then he's not home by 5 a.m. Damn, what does he do within those 2 hour time frame?
Yeah, so I mean, and most of his private parties, like, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but I do time them. Like he'll tell me when he gets there, and I'll set a timer. I'll be like, okay, perfect. We're gonna start the 2 hours right now.
Yeah. Have you guys had a conversation where you guys set boundaries, or where he has said, look, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do this, but not this. Are you okay with me doing this?
Not really, because I've always told him, like, it's your job, and I'm not gonna get in the way of your money. But I mean, he does know, like, I do let him know, like, hey, like, if you were to kiss a woman, like, that would be crossing the line. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of hard to cross boundaries with his job because he is literally, like, half naked dancing on these women.
Do you think him getting calls at like 1 a.m. or something like that is maybe using it as cover, like with a sneaky link or doing something more?
I've always thought of that, and I hate to think that way. Like, it's always like a very lingering question in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he gets drunk, does he get like super touchy?
Um,
How does he
so
act?
So he doesn't really drink, like I said, but we have gotten drunk together while being together occasionally. He's very touchy, you know, he's very, like, affectionate towards me. So that's why it's always been a concern, because I'm like, okay, like, but that's with me, I'm your girlfriend, so of course, like, you're gonna do that. But if you were in a situation where where it wasn't your girlfriend and you knew I wasn't around, like, would you go with that? Would you do that?
Right.
Do you think he's brave enough to tell you if he did something at work? Like, let's just say he is drinking, dancing for these women. They pay him extra to stay another hour. What if they paid him extra to do something other than staying an extra? You get what I'm saying? Do you think he would come forth and be honest with you?
That I don't know. That's always like been a question I've had for myself as well. Because it wouldn't be, I mean, he doesn't really have to tell me, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, his stripper friends, like, I go and see them occasionally whenever they're, like, practicing, but I know they wouldn't tell me.
Damn.
Wait.
How do they practice?
Ballet room. They get a ballet room. Rent it out
They
for
have, like,
hours.
a little studio. They have a little studio, and they'll just go there and play, like, random music. Like, they'll play, like, Usher, and they'll, like, do moves to it, and they'll use a chair to
It's an art, bro.
practice.
It's an art, bro. It's an art, bro.
What do you consider cheating in your relationship then? Like kissing a client?
Yeah, anything that goes beyond the physical touch, which is just the dancing. Because the dancing, like, they don't kiss, they don't do anything. He usually guides their hand, like, down his chest, or, like, you know, he puts in the move. I feel like kissing and anything that isn't dancing is cheating.
Yeah. What about if he guides her hand towards his crotch area? Because
Or what if she just goes there like, you get an extra 200? Give me.
Well, I mean, he's done that before.
Oh, he's
Wait,
done
what?
that?
Yeah, one of his shows that I went to, you know, he was like dancing on the girl and he like kind of moved her hand towards it. And I got it on video and I remember being like, I don't know if I'm allowed to be mad. I don't know if that's a part of the show or not. I've never.
You know, I see your dilemma because at the end of the day, it's like
It is work.
It's work, and like it's if you're in a relationship with him, it's kind of like what you signed up for. If that kind of, you know, respectfully.
No,
But
yeah,
at least he was
1000%.
bold enough to do it in front of her too, though.
Yeah, but it makes me think, what is he doing when she's not around? If I did that bullshit with you, do you know what
Yeah,
I'm doing?
girl, he did it right in front of you. He's grabbing someone else's hand and putting it down to his crotch, you know?
Come on now, he doing all types
Yeah.
of shit.
The
when
other
she
thing
not
too,
around.
I wish he would have told you before you guys got into a relationship. That way you could have determined, okay, yeah, this is
If you wanna go
something that I
forward with it.
want to. Yeah, because it sucks. Because you guys were a month in, you probably already developed
Feeling
feelings,
strong.
attachments,
Yep.
and you were kind of like, okay,
Well,
I think we
he
can
was
make
also
it.
he was also a barber by day, so he had told me he was a barber, and I didn't know that he did this on the side.
Barbecue.
Yeah, yeah.
Being a barbecue.
Okay, and then how are his stripper friends? Do they have girlfriends? Are they
Yeah,
hoes?
birds of a feather flock together.
So he has two main ones that he started off the company with, and one is married, like happily married.
Whoa.
The
Wow.
other one,
Whoa.
W.
the other one, we didn't even know he was married until he got married recently, because he would always flirt with girls at the show. Like he would always like dance with random girls or like make out with random girls after the show.
Oh,
And then literally like a week later, he was like, "Oh, did you know so and so's getting married?" And I was like, "Oh,
so
I didn't even know he was a."
Work, man.
So you've seen his friends making out with girls after the show and everything.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
the married bro. This the married
The
bro.
married one.
The
The
married
now
bro.
Now
married.
he's
The
both
freshly
married.
He
married.
had to get it out. You gotta understand. He had to get it out before he got married. He had to.
And that's your man's friend.
he
Yeah.
probably.
And now they don't do that. You've never seen them do that anymore.
I mean, I haven't been to one of their shows recently.
The married
He
bro
need to
is
go, like,
influencing
tomorrow.
him to tell him not to do that.
Immediately.
He's telling him not to make the same mistakes.
Does he tell you anything about bartending? Is he like, oh, are you flirting with guys? Are you flirting with customers?
No, I think he kind of already assumes I am, because I kind of have to in my line of work. Like, I'll come home and I'll tell him the stories. I'll be like, oh, like this guy was telling me this today and I had to tell him this and he gave me $20. You know, I come home and I tell him everything that happens, but when he comes home from his private parties or his
say
shows,
nothing.
he doesn't really tell me too much.
But this is different too, because like she's bartending. She's just flirting. This is all just talk. She's not getting touched.
Yeah, but they both work in an environment where they both have to flirt.
He's getting touched.
He's initiating the touch.
That's even worse.
She's not getting
Way
touched.
to let me down easy.
Exactly.
Are
We
you-
see your concern here.
Are your concerns just revolving around his line of work, or has he given you other red flags? Have you seen any DMs, texts?
So he'll definitely get a lot of text on his business account that I'm logged into, because I'll help him like set up certain like shows or venues depending on like how they contact us. But there's like girls that'll send him nudes sometimes on there. Like they'll be like, oh, like I met you at the show, like I wanted to send you a little something. Like I had a girl full on send him like in his DMs. And I remember like before mind you, it had been sent, and like when he got home, he was like, "Did you see the DM?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Well, you can handle that."
You should
And
have
I, like,
deleted it,
went-
girl.
Okay.
You have his
W-mans,
account.
though.
Delete that.
I wish he was
W-mans.
honest about that.
And he not replying.
I'm trying
Like,
to think like why she would send him that. Maybe he was just flirting with her, or maybe
There,
they
she
actually
probably-
did
I don't
something.
know.
Why
I
does
never
she feel
got the full
comfortable
story
enough
for
to
that
send it?
either.
Cause she was lit when
Yeah,
he did
I
the
don't know.
Magic Mike show. So she like, you know that young man. Let me.
So he never told you a story about that. He never told you, oh, I was just flirting with her, and that's why she sent me that.
No, he just told me to deal with it. He was like, "You respond to it. You deal with it."
I feel like he might not. I mean, y'all got joint accounts or whatever, so you can see it too.
Yeah.
So I don't need to come home and tell you the same thing you can see as me. I feel like it's
Yeah,
pretty
but that's
valid.
just the dancing account. That's not his two other accounts. He has his barber account and his personal account that I have no access to.
So you think he may even be dancing with these ladies and then telling them, "Yo, hit me on my other account."
Yeah, I have had that thought.
Damn.
But you've never tried to go through his phone?
Yeah. What's up with that?
No, I mean, I've like been through his phone once
Why?
and I didn't find anything then, but it was like right after we had an argument. So I don't know. Maybe it's like the toxic in me who believes like he had enough time to delete anything he was trying to delete, or I just didn't catch him in the right time. But yeah, he doesn't, he's not like super secretive of his phone, but I don't know his password. Like if he's on the phone, like he'll walk out to be on the phone. If he's texting, he'll like walk out of the room to go text. So
That's suspicious. That's suspicious. A little.
I know you're based in. Do you think we could find a way to get him out to? Maybe if one of your friends jumps
gig?
in on it, like, oh, hey, we have a bridal, and we can try to get him out here.
So he does do traveling a lot. He's mainly done in these last couple of weeks, but like occasionally he will go out to like, or he'll get like an appointment and like. So he does travel a lot. So I could be able to be like, hey, like my friend's having like a bachelorette in.
Or even works.
Yeah.
Honestly, even works.
Yeah.
Yeah, would be more believable, but honestly, because he's been out there for a couple of shows in the last couple of months too.
Yeah.
So, but
Do you have any friends that
Anything
could help out with the test or would want to get in on it? That way it makes it believable. Like, hey, my friend's friend is throwing a bachelorette and she's looking for this. And
yeah, I do, but they're
got you.
Does he do house calls? Like maybe like if somebody.
yeah,
was
he
doing-
does.
That could possibly work. We do a house call, and then he come by.
Yeah. Or we could do the
that.
bachelorette at a house. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
Something
Bachelorette
like
at a
that.
house. That
Are the bachelorettes usually like in venues? I'm assuming, right? Or like clubs or
No, so he'll have private bachelorette parties. They'll either like be in a hotel or they'll do Airbnbs. So they kind of like wherever they're throwing their bachelorettes, he'll show up.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I think we got this easily.
Solid
then.
scenario. That's a very solid.
Do you want to place your partner to a loyalty test, whether online or in person? Fill out our submission form and we'll give you a call. You can choose to stay anonymous or come on to the show.